What's going on, everybody? You know who it is. This is Austin with Austin Smith Real Estate. Today, we're going to talk about credit and how to leverage your credit to purchase these assets, to start investing in real estate, to start taking down these deals. Usually, we talk about how, we don't have money, we don't have enough money. I don't know where to find the money. The money's out there. It's up to you to go get it. And you might even already have the money, but just never thought about using the money in that particular purchase. I mean, it's not like you can swipe a credit card in order to pay for, real estate transactions. So totally understand, no problem. But we're about to debunk all of that. I'm gonna tell you about the sources of money. All right, in parentheses, credit, to fund your deals. Let's talk about it. So, right off the bat, if you have good credit, solid credit, all right? This is not a how to fix your credit. That's a different video. So, go that way or that way and figure out where you need to go. So, this is about when you have your credit in position, ready to be leveraged. You don't have to have perfect credit. Obviously, the better the credit, the better the outcome. You don't have to have perfect credit. So, but see what you can get. Don't get me wrong. See what you can get. If you have an acceptable credit score, mid sixes, attempt. See what you can get. But obviously, the higher, the better. So let's talk about that. Right off the bat, if somebody came to you and they're like, hey, I got an awesome opportunity that I want you to invest in. I need $25,000 and you'll be able to make $50,000, right? So you'll double your money. Awesome. So you're thinking about it. It's a spot in your neighborhood. You're thinking about it like, I know that, I'm familiar with these area, like I'm familiar with the area, I'm familiar with the style of house. It's not a big renovation, but we can make so much profit. Like, man, I would love to participate in the opportunity, but I don't have the money. So, like, what can I do? Perfect. See what you have already to start with. See what you have already to start with. Credit cards, any types of line of credits that you might have open, do you have those available? If not, then there's nothing wrong with you applying for exactly that. Credit cards are a little bit tougher considering the fact that credit cards are usually used for everyday purchases. So usually they don't come, but I'll write that down. Credit cards, usually they're for everyday purchases. So they're usually used great for swiping, the grocery store, whatever, the movies, you get it. However, depending on the deal, you might be able to use your credit card to purchase the supplies at Home Depot. So you might go to the individual like, well, I don't have the physical cash, but maybe I can participate in paying for the material and the supplies and things like that. See what you got, see what happens. I did hear one trick that with the balance transfer checks that your credit card company might send you in the mail, some people use that balance transfer check that's supposed to be used for balance transfers, and they might cut a check to the title company or whoever instead. That might be a solution for you to work. I've never personally tried it, but it might be an opportunity for you. Try it. You'll never know without trying. So credit cards are an opportunity. Lines of credit. One of my favorites, because these are credit accounts where, one, you're getting a more favorable interest rate, and not only that, they usually have them in draw periods and payback periods. So say you might get access to a line of credit for 20 years. Well, they say the first 10 years are your draw payment, where whatever you write a check for, whatever you take out of that line of credit, they might only charge you 2% of whatever balance that is owed. So it helps keep your monthly payments low. And then after that 10-year period is known as the repayment period, where the interest might be a little bit higher. They might be demanding a little bit more higher monthly payments in order to satisfy that loan in the next 10 years. But the point of it is to take advantage of it during the draw period, where everything's low, and then have everything just paid off by the 10th year or whatever your terms are. But lines of credit, they're awesome because you can get an unsecured line of credit, LOC, line of credit. TD Bank, you'll hear me say this a lot because that was the easiest one that I opened. I went right to TD Bank and filled out an application for a line of credit. I did ask for whatever, I think I asked for $30,000 or whatever the case. And they were like, well, Mr. Smith, we can't give you $30,000, but will $20,000 work? Cool, no problem. Instant access to $20,000 in cash to be used to purchase real estate, invest in assets, things like that. Unsecured line of credit, and you don't have to worry about putting any collateral up or anything like that. Unsecured line of credit, whether it's unsecured or whether it's just a regular personal line of credit. Ask your bank. Check out banks. See who offers that opportunity for you to take out a line of credit. This is different from a personal loan. Do not get confused. Loans are installments. So if you ask for a $20,000 loan, you're going to get the $20,000 wired straight to your bank account, and then you immediately have to start paying monthly payments on that. That's not where you want to be. You want to have a line of credit where you have access to be able to cut checks, but obviously whatever you don't use, you don't owe, and you're only responsible for the amount that you use. Which in investing, if you're sending it right out, it should come right back along with profit. That's the reason for investing, but whatever. Lines of credit, love it. Home equity line of credit. This is actually my favorite. Home equity line of credit, where you're able to take the equity in your home, which is the difference between what you can sell it for and what is currently owed on the mortgage. Whatever that delta is, that is your equity position. So leveraging that equity in the form of a line of credit. And the best reason why I actually like this so much is because on income producing assets, on property like multifamilies or property that's bringing you rental income, it's like swiping a credit card, but somebody else pays for your bill. Love it. So that's a totally different story. Home equity line of credit. If you have equity in your property, see if you can take out a line of credit. It's favorable because it has lower interest rates, and the monthly payments can be stretched out over a 5, 10, 15, and possibly 30-year term, similar to your mortgage. So it helps keep your monthly payment low. So I'm definitely a fan of that. And again, this is to get you into the idea of finding out where you can get money from. But if somebody's asking you to put up $25,000 to participate in the deal, and if you don't have all $25,000, what do you have? Do you have something? Like, if you have something, you can make it work. We'll talk about like bringing in a whole partner for you. Like, that's a different story. But if you might have only $5,000 in a credit line or a credit card, whatever the case, no problem. Like, you might have that opportunity to bring in somebody else that might have a $20,000 credit line or something where they can take out a line of credit or anything. But the point is to start thinking in terms of teamwork and what you can leverage that you already have or can go get. Some people are sitting out there with it's mind-boggling. Some people are sitting out there with 750 credit scores and they're not leveraging at all. They're playing too much defense and not enough offense. So you gotta make it happen. So check your credit score. If you need help, that's a different episode. Get your credit repaired or just increased and spruce it up, and then leverage that credit for assets, and it'll be the best decision for you. So these are just a couple of options of where you can leverage your credit in order to purchase assets and to purchase real estate and purchase stuff that's going to bring you more money in return. So, and when you're not thinking about credit, when you're talking about, and this, I won't say, I'll tag this under money, right? Money can be partnerships. Right? you might get if you don't have credit and you don't have access to, you don't have a great credit score or anything like that, you can still get your deals funded by somebody. Why? Because everybody who knows how to invest, who actually do this business, are always looking for a great deal. That's how they make money. So you might have a colleague, your doctor, your dentist, your attorney, your best friend from college who, makes a lot of money, or whatever the case, and they'll have money to invest. So although you might not have the $25,000 and you can't get access to the $25,000, you might have a friend who's just like, hey, listen, I have an opportunity for you. If you put up $25,000, I'll bring you back 40. You made $15,000 on the return. You take the difference between the $50,000 that comes from the total profit. $25,000 is for you to split with, whoever your partner is. $15,000 goes to them. $10,000 goes to you. You just invested in real estate with no money out of pocket. No money out of pocket. No risk to you. So these things can happen, and if not, maybe you might split it. Maybe you might have half of the down payment, or whatever the case. But you have options. So whether it's credit or whether it's finding somebody that has the money, then can you get these deals done, and can you obviously leverage what you don't have in order to get things that you further desire. So go out there, find deals. Hell, I'll make it so easy for you. If you find deals, and if you bring me a good deal, I'll fund the deal. How am I funding the deal? Line of credit. It's that easy. Bring the deal to me. Depending on the numbers, I will cut the check. Done. Done. That's that. Done. So